How are you? I hope you all are fine. Today we will discuss the sexual reproduction in organisms. Sexual reproduction is divided into three parts. Sexual reproduction, it has three parts. Pre-fertilization changes, fertilization, post-fertilization changes. Today firstly we will discuss about the pre-fertilization changes. Pre-fertilization changes is studied under two headings. First is gametogenesis. And second is gamete transfer. What is gametogenesis? Formation of gametes in male and female is known as the gametogenesis. Here in sexually reproducing organisms, one male that produces the male gamete and one female that produces the female gametes. It means the reproductive unit in sexual reproduction is gametes. The formation of gametes is known as gametogenesis. Here, in lower plants such as algae, they produces the gametes that are morphological similar with each other. Morphological means they are similar in size and shape. It means we are not able to distinguish which are male and which are female gametes. These types of gametes are known as isogametes. Or homogametes. These are found in some classes of algae and in some other. The male and female gametes are morphologically different from each other. The male gamete is very small and the female gamete is very large. These types of gametes are known as heterogametes. These types are known as heterogametes, means different type of gametes. Next, sexuality in organisms. Before discussing the sexuality in organisms, I want to tell you that the male gametes are produced in a very large number but in a very small size. Male gametes are of very small size, so they are called microgametes. And the female gamete is produced in a very small number but the size is very large. The female gamete has large size because it has stored food to nourish the developing embryo after the fertilization. So the female gametes are known as macrogametes. macrogametes. Female gametes are known as macrogametes. Now, sexuality in organisms. Some of the organisms that are having different male organism and different female organism. Male organism produce male gametes and female produces female gametes. These types of organisms are known as unisexual organisms. Unisexual or dioecious in which the male and female are different. In which the male and female are different. But students, some of the organisms like tapeworm, leech, they are producing both the male gametes as well as the female gametes. They are known as the bisexual or monoecious or hermaphrodite, or the process is known as the hermaphroditism. Next, the gametes that are formed in male and female, they are haploid in nature. Okay? They are haploid in nature. Gametes are haploid in nature because these gametes are formed by the meiosis division. These are formed by the meiosis division. Meiosis is a process in which the chromosome number reduced to half during the gamete formation. But after the fertilizations, these haploid gametes becomes diploid. Automatically, half of the chromosomes come from the male part and half of the chromosomes come from the female part, and the zygote becomes diploid and the haploid becomes diploid in zygote after fertilization or after fusion of gametes. In that organism, during the reproductive stage, when the organism starts forming gametes, again meiosis division occurs, and that meiosis division reduced the chromosome numbers to the half, and again the gametes formed inside the organisms are half haploid. These haploid gametes are transferring the characters from generation to generation. How? After fertilization, again the fusion takes place, then again the gametes formed, they are haploid in nature. Meiosis and reproduction are the two main events in the life of sexually reproducing organisms that maintain the number of chromosomes as well as causes variations generation after generation. How variations are caused? During segregation of chromosomes, जब गैमेट फॉर्मेशन होती है उस टाइम सेग्रीगेशन होती है. सेग्रीगेशन मीन्स हाफ द नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स, रिडक्शन ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स, रिडक्शनल डिवीजन होती है. तो उस टाइम क्या होता है? अगेन रीशफलिंग ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स. रीशफलिंग ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स टेक्स प्लेस इन द segregation process of meiosis. This segregation causes the reshuffling, and reshuffling causes variations. That's why variations are caused in sexually reproducing organisms from one generation to the next. Similarly, meiosis also helps in the passing of characters from one generation to the next generation. So meiosis and reproduction is the main event in the life of the reproducing organisms. Next is gamete transfer. Gamete transfer means the male gamete has to move from the medium up to the female gamete. Gamete transfer. Once the male gametes are formed, they are allowed to transfer up to the female gamete for facilitation of feeding. We will start gamete transfer from the lower plants. In lower plants, such as algae, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. Male gametes are formed inside the antheridium. Male gametes are formed inside the antheridium. When the male gametes are formed inside the antheridium, now they have to travel up to the female gametes. They travel up to the female gametes in the external medium in water. Antheridia, in antheridia, anthrozoids are formed. In antheridia, anthrozoids are formed. Anthrozoids are flagellate male gametes. They have flagella for the movement. For example, like this. They have the flagella for the movement. They are anthrozoids. Anthrozoids are flagellated. Flagella means they have flagella for the movement. Now antheridia comes in the external medium, water. From water they have to transfer up to the archegonium. They have transferred up to the archegonium. Archegonia are female gametes. They are non-motile. Here the antheridia are produced in a very large number, but archegonia are produced in a less number. Why? Antheridia are produced in large number. They have to travel up to the archegonia. During this traveling, some of the male gametes lost. Some of the male gametes lost. To compensate the loss, the male gametes are produced in large number. Next, in higher plants. In higher plants. In higher plants. For example, in angiosperms. In angiosperms. Angiosperms are of two types. They are flowering plants. Bisexual as well as unisexual. In a plant where male and female gametes are produced in the same plant, here pollination occurs. Means the male gametes are formed inside the pollen sac. तो pollen sac में क्या बनेंगे हमारे pollens बनेंगे, ठीक है, pollens बनेंगे. These pollens have to transfer up to the female part known as the stigma. Pollen grains transfer up to the stigma. This movement is known as the pollination. Pollination. This movement is known as the pollination. The transfer of pollen grains from the pollen sac up to the stigma is known as the pollination. This pollination is of two types: cross pollination and self pollination. The pollination in which the pollen grains transfer from one flower to the other flower of the same plant, from the one flower to the other flower of the same plant is known as cross pollination, and self pollination in which the pollen grains are transferred from pollen sacs to the stigma of the same flower. This is known as the self pollination. In this way, the pollen grains are transferred from the pollen sacs to the stigma. in case of animals. In case of animals, we have three possibilities in case of animals. First is external fertilization. External fertilization and external development. And external development. It occurs in Obelia flora. External fertilization and external development. External fertilization means where the fusion occurs outside the body of the female organism. For example, in frog or in Obelia, these organisms discharge their gametes in the water. To avoid the loss, male and female discharge their gametes at the same times, at the same time, at the same place. But there is no need to come in physical contact with each other. Here, the fertilization occurs outside the body in a medium in water, and the development of zygote also occurs outside the body in the water. This is first condition in animals. Second, internal fertilization and external development. And external development. Here, the fertilization occurs inside the body and development is external. How? In this type of fertilization, male and female have to come close with each other, and the male transfers the gametes in the female body through a intermotant organ. It occurs in pigeons, sparrows, for example in birds. They come in contact by the colloquial method, and they lay fertilized egg, and that egg dwell outside the body. Next condition is internal fertilization and internal development. It occurs in mammals. Here also the fertilization occurs inside the body, and development of zygote means developing embryo is also in the body. After complete development, the embryo or the fetus comes out from the body of the female, and it also gives milk, feeding. It also gives feeding to their young ones. This is the condition which is present only in the mammals, internal fertilization as well as the internal development. Today this gametogenesis is completed, and in the next session we will switch over to the fertilization process. Thank you.